Okay, well, I guess it can't be avoided at this point. They're going to let the guitar player sing. So, here we go.
Opportunity to hear a word from our sponsor of this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, broadcasting live from the 33rd annual Mayberry Days in Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's Bledsoe and Associates. Bledsoe and Associates bringing you today's broadcast. Tim Bledsoe and Associates specializing in helping you understand your Medicare needs and plan options, also offering free consultations, offering life, individual health insurance, annuities, as well as Medicare Advantage and supplement plans. And they'll make sure you understand all of your options and are 100% confident in your coverage decisions. Call Tim Bledsoe and Associates Insurance 336-719-2228 for a free consultation. We'll send things back to you, Philip Adams, and hear a word from our sponsor, Bledsoe and Associates. You're listening to the Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Let's take you back down to the Earl Theater, the merry-go-round. Here's Jim.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams. Appreciate you this Saturday morning as well. I want to, before we go back to music, welcome all the folks once again here in the theater audience. I know we've got Matt and Stan from Iowa. Did I get that right? They come most years to Mayberry Days and enjoy listening in as well. Also, I want to send a shout out to Carlene Kane. She listens in from over in Ararat, Virginia. Called me this week and said, I'll be listening, send me out a song. She can't get out. She's shut in now. So we appreciate you listening, Miss Carlene. And right now, how about we dedicate the next song to Miss Carlene over in Ararat, Virginia. Back to more music now here on the Saturday morning merry-go-round. This first portion brought to you by Bledsoe and Associates. Back to more music with Leftover Biscuits.
Oh, thank you so much. That was old time John Henry. Is that right, Joy?
Yep.
All right, very good. We sure appreciate y'all staying around listening to us. We're an old time dance band, like you see at a square dance, and so you're welcome to dance. We encourage you to dance. Around the 12 o'clock hour, we've got a fine bluegrass group. I believe it's Steve Marshall and High Road.
That's correct. Steve Marshall and High Road will be here from 12 until 1:30.
All right, they're gonna play some fine bluegrass music. What we got in the old time? Shortening bread. All right, that made the top 100 in 1823 mark. I think it went up all the way up to number 7. I think.
That's right.
Thank you so much. I believe Howard Sprague was back there just a moment ago in the doorway. He's done left now, though. Well, Joy, I hope you're thinking about what the next one's going to be. Rocky Island.
I'm going to Rocky Island, ho, hey, ho. Say I can't ignore it, and don't love her so. I'm going to follow them so okay. Hey, where the lass is my pretty Eliza Jane.
And right now we'll send things back to you, Philip Adams. Hear word from this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. That's Price Power Equipment over in Elkin, North Carolina, your Toro dealer. Price Power Equipment, see them for all your power needs. We'll be back with more music coming up on WPAQ's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Professional mowing quality in comfort and style with the Toro Z-Master 2000 HDX. The HDX's unique by-ride suspension system and deluxe seats will keep you comfortable hour after hour. Even over rough terrain. Has a powerful engine, durable deck, and upgraded hydros help you finish more jobs faster. Toro, count on it. Check it out at Price Power Equipment, 2116 North Bridge Street, Elgin. Phone 336-835-1600. Open house March 10th through 13th. And now we take you back down to the Earl Theater, the WPAQ merry-go-round. Once again, here's Jim.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams. And if you're just tuning in or just joining us, got two great groups on today. And also in and around downtown, if you're here for Mayberry Days, 33rd Annual Mayberry Days events brought to you by the Surrey Arts Council. We want to make sure that you come in, stop by and see us here at the Earl. And we'll have some great old-time music until the 12 o'clock hour with leftover biscuits, followed up by another great group with bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music from Steve Marshall and High Road. So right now, back to more music on the stage of the Earl Theater. We'll play now up until 1:30, so probably another 3 songs. We'll take a break for the weather forecast. Let's welcome back to the stage, Leftover Biscuits.
Pretty Waltz. That was the Leland Waltz, in case you're keeping score. That was romantic portion of our show. You know, Jenny, I always like to take time to share information. You know, most people don't know that a violin and a fiddle actually are the same instrument. You knew that, Joy, didn't you?
Didn't know that.
Sometimes a fiddler will tune different or adjust the bridge different, but it's the same instrument. But you know, a fiddle and a viola is very different. Do you know why it's different, Jenny?
Well, I do own a music store, so yes, I do know, but let's me play along for the joke. No, I'm not sure exactly why the viola is different from the fiddle.
That's because it burns longer. Digger.
That sounds like a Roger Stamper original, is it?
Well, it could be. And it's a really big difference between the cello. It really burns long.
Yes.
Well, that's enough delay for have you figured out another tune, Joy?
Hangman's Reel.
Oh boy, one of my favorites, Hangman's Reel.
Let's get out here on the dance floor, all these folks. Hey, we got a party dance floor, Roger. So let's invite the folks to come out and flatfoot on the dance floor during all the old time numbers.
Here you go, Joy.
Run to the wind, run to the cold, good seem to go, but not Joe. 18 weeks of rain and snow, failing on the Joe. Where's come from, where's go, where's come from, Joe. Joe, where's come from, Joe. Animals say what I think he knows, walk from up on the door. I did marry some 20 years ago, had no big from hot Joe. Where's come from, where's go, where's come from, hot Joe. Joe, where's come from, hot Joe.
Oh, thank you very much. Another good hot flat-footing tune. It's Joy Pat. In fact, I neglected to introduce everybody. I should take just a moment to introduce everybody. That hot fiddle player we got with us today is playing all these great dance tunes. Miss Joy Patton from over in Lake Springs. Well, we'll just go down the line here. How about that? Well, we're here playing the clawhammer banjo. Doesn't have any picks on his fingers, and that's how they do it in the old-time way. This is Dr. Mark Handy right here. Dr. Handy does a lot of wonderful community things for the area, and we appreciate him very much. Well, we brought her all the way in from 2 hours away, and she got up this morning at 5 a.m. and the paper boy hadn't even come by yet, but she came all the way here to play, and we appreciate her.
Read the back of her
Yeah,
shirt.
read the back of my shirt. This is why I'm a big Mayberry fan and a former president of our local chapter, Mayberry Front Porch Swingers of Emory, Virginia. So I wore my shirt today.
Wow.
Oh, Miss Tammy Martin, she didn't tell you her name. Playing the big doghouse bass, and I'm Roger Stamper. I'm from right here in Mount Airy, just west of here on the east side. So, all right. Well, did y'all get together and figure out what we're doing now?
How about walking the dog?
Okay, yeah, walking the dog. Y'all can
Mike and Judy Hoback.
out to Mike and Judy Hoback. Okay, all right. And we're welcoming them to do dog sounds, right, Mark?
Right, all dogs, animal barn, whatever.
Just do your best dog bark anytime you want to.
All right. This is also to Johnny and Nancy Gentry over there in Mountain Park, North Carolina. So I also learned this from Emily Spencer from White Top Mountain Bands. You ever around to see the White Top Mountain around there? Wonderful band. A lot of folks together. I'm a walking the dog. I ain't never blue. I'm a walking that dog. I ain't worried about you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. Such an easy life I never knew until the day that I met you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. Walk it on, Joy. There we go. There you go. Come on now. There we go. I'm full of hell. I got no worry, no how. Got a one-track mind, so I've been told. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. An easy life I never knew until the day that I met you. Don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. Walk out, Roger. It's an easy life I never knew. Give it up for Roger. And the day that I met you, don't need no one to tie me down. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. I'm a walking that dog and a painting this town. There we go.
I tell you what, I like that kazoo, Roger. I like that. That was wonderful.
It's in the key of D there.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that, if they had different keys. keys for the kazoo. Speaking of kazoos, it's time for us to update you on the weather forecast. We'll send things back to you, Philip Adams, and we'll be back with more music from today's Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ, right after this.
Let's take a look at that Mayberry Day weather forecast from the WPAQ Weather Center. Right now,
I can't decide if I want to be the straight man or the funny man all the time. That's the problem with my style.
Oh, we also have to talk.
See, I have no way to know.
downtown Mount Airy,
Can you hear him talking?
go down there.
That's what they're hearing on the radio.
Going on right now. Today we're looking for isolated sprinkles between noon and 2 p.m. Oh no, we don't want to hear that. Mostly sunny skies with a high near 74. That's a little bit better. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 54. Sunday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms at a 30% chance, mainly after 4 p.m., including clouds with a high near 80 degrees.
Got the
Chance of
internet.
precipitation 30. And Sunday night as
I've
well.
tried it.
A chance of showers mainly before 7
Brought the studio,
p.m.
but-
Clear skies and a low around 52. Monday, sunny with a high near 76 degrees. West wind 5 to 9 miles per hour. Monday night, clear with a low around 48 degrees. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 72. Tuesday night, mostly clear and a low around 46 degrees. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 70. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 44. Looking into the extended forecast, Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 69 degrees. Can you believe that for Thursday? 69. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 47 degrees. Starting to feel like fall out there. All right, that's your weather forecast here from the WPAQ Weather Center. Let's take you back down to the merry-go-round. Once again, here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams. I really appreciate you. I do want to welcome the folks who might be here. We have any first-time guests for the Saturday morning merry-go-round? Anybody not been here before?
I have.
A lot of. You don't count. No, I'm joking. So maybe we'll find out from where you folks are from down here in the front with the children.
Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay. Anybody else want to share where they're from? Allentown, Pennsylvania. Texas.
Wow.
Reading, Pennsylvania? Okay, I'm from Toast, North Carolina. Anybody ever heard of that? Okay, it's just about
There's that voice of
2
Iowa.
miles that way. So.
Hey, Jen, there's that voice of
Oh yeah, and our friends from Iowa here, so welcome all you folks that are joining us for the first time. Once again, this is a program that we do each and every week live from the Earl Theater, so you can tune it in on your smartphone, on the TuneIn radio app, find WPAQ radio station on YouTube channel. We might be having a little bit of technical difficulties on the YouTube channel today, but usually we also do it live on YouTube at WPAQ radio station, or you can listen online at WPAQ740.com. And also tune us in locally at 106.7 FM, 740 on the AM dial. Right now, back to some more great old-time music here from our special guest for part one of today's show, Leftover Biscuits.
Well, thank you so much. I don't want the audience to think that Roger has all the jokes, so I brought Roger a new bee joke today. Come on up here, Roger. Roger and I've been we've been sharing bee jokes. So I heard this one the other day, and I thought of you. You know, what did the worker bee say once he got off his shift and he went home?
What did the worker bee say when he got off shift and went home? I'm afraid to ask.
Honey, I'm home. Sweet. Roger says sweet. He's always got a good one. Well, we're going to play one for you called 50 Miles of Elbow Room. And if any of you are familiar with the original Carter family, they sang this song, and it was one of my mother's favorites, so I enjoy singing it too, and I hope I will do it justice for you. 1,200 miles, its length and breadth, that four-square city stands. Its gem-set walls of jasper shines are made by human hands.
Sometimes I'm cramped and crowded here and long for elbow room. I long to reach the altitude where the fairest flowers bloom. It won't be long before I pass into that city fair with 50 miles of elbow room on either side to spare. When the gates swing wide on the other side, just beyond the sunset sea, there'll be room to spare as we enter there. Room for you and room for me. Oh, the gates are wide on the other side where the flowers ever bloom. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room. On the right hand, on the left hand, 50 miles of elbow room.
Hey, Martin.
Mighty fine, Tammy. We appreciate that so much. We'll get back to some good old time dance numbers here. What you got for us, Miss Joy?
Sourwood Mountain.
And banjo tuning time as well.
Two back up to 8.
You know, Boy Scouts prefer banjos. I guess you know that, right?
Why's that?
They make the best paddles for the canoe. There's a million banjo jokes. I'll just tell you 100,000.
Hey, Roger,
Yes, ma'am.
how many banjos are at the bottom of the ocean?
How many banjos are at the bottom of the ocean? I don't know. What do you think?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Well, I'm done for the day. They're all true.
Oh, what'd you come up with, Joy?
Little Sourwood Mountain.
Sourwood Mountain.
I got it too.
I can't count the days.
All right, great job, our special guest, Leftover Biscuits. We'll take another real quick break. There's an exciting event coming up in just a couple of weeks away. The 29th annual Corn Shucking Frolic taking place at Horn Creek Living Historical Farm. We'll hear a word from those folks, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round.
Listen up, folks. It's time for the 29th annual Corn Shucking Frolic at Horn Creek Farm on Saturday, October 8th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Kids take Grandpa and Grandma back to spells, simply making sorghum syrup, corn shucking, plowing, beekeeping, blacksmithing, quilting, cooking on a wood stove, and more. And the kids, they're going to love the farm animals, games, and hay rides. How about the bills? Chicken stew, barbecue, roasted corn, fried apple pie, soccer, cinnamon glazed nuts, and more. If you like traditional or bluegrass music, we've got that covered too. Candleburg, Travis Bryan Blue Mountain, Chords of Faith, Gap Symbols, New River Line, and Harrison Ridge will be performing. Bring a long chair and keep back and relax, or dance a reel or two. Make sure to stop by and look at the great displays of the African American Historical and Genealogical Society of Surrey County, Pilot Mountain State Park, and the Surrey County Extension Master Gardeners. And before leaving, shop with our vendors and at the Horn Creek Country Store. Lots of great items will be available to purchase. That's the Corn Shucking Frolic at Horn Creek Farm. $8 admission for adults, $5 for children 6 to 12. Children 5 and under are admitted free. Payment is by cash, check, or Visa. No animals other than service animals will be allowed. Outside food and firearms prohibited. Canceled in the event of heavy rain. To reach the site, take Highway 52 to the Pinnacle exit and follow the signs. For more information, call 336-325-2298. Our sponsors include LTD Farm and Garden King, the North Carolina Living Historical Farm Committee, Evan Powell's Foothill Board, WBRF, WKTE, WSYD, and WPAQ. Let's take you back now to the WPAQ merry-go-round. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams, and I do want to make mention of that here in the theater as well. October the 8th, the 29th annual Horn Creek Living Historical Farm presenting their annual Corn Shucking Frolic. That's the 8th of October. They've got outstanding music all day, demonstrations. If you've never been to that, it's just about 20-minute drive from here down in between Pilot Mountain and Pinnacle. So make plans to attend coming up October the 8th. Also, I need to mention this going on right now over in Dobson, North Carolina. The Surrey Old Time Fiddlers had to be rescheduled for last night. We had a great dance over there, square dance, and then they're having competition today, having the youth competition currently right now. So if you'd like to go over there to Dobson, it's about 10 miles away. Somebody locally will help you get there. I'm sure give you some directions. Right now, though, I do want to send things back to our special guests for this portion of today's show. And I want to mention this again. Some of the folks that are longtime listeners, this won't mean anything to the folks in the theater, maybe that are new listeners or just showed up today, but we lost Jack Fallis at the age of 97 years. He worked at WPAQ. He was a transplant here, but he really added a lot to the station. Hosted Sundown Serenade. He also loved bluegrass music. Used to have a jam session. Do you remember when he used to have a jam session down here? Oh yeah. Passed away, and this past week, but lived a long life of 97 years. Wrote his own obituary, and it had a disclaimer at the bottom that his daughters had written that said, because he didn't trust us to write the right things, he went on ahead and wrote it himself. So anyways, we'll send out today's merry-go-round in memory of the late Jack Fallis as well. So let's play about, if you don't mind, let's go ahead and play up until the top of the 12 o'clock hour. Philip, we'll save those other two ads of Bledsoe and Associates and Foothills Farm Fest until right before the 12 o'clock news. Back to more music now on the Saturday morning merry-go-round, Leftover Biscuits.
Thank you, Jenny. And once again, we sure have enjoyed being here. We will play a few more numbers before you hear some good bluegrass music. We'll play one now sponsored by U-Haul, if that's all right.
Okay.
Moving on over. I came home last night about 10:30. That baby of mine wouldn't let me in, so moving on over.
I'm moving on over.
Sliding on over. Our front door down by Old Key won't fit no more, so hop it on over.
Hop it on over.
Jump it on over.
Jump it on over.
Move over, little dog, the big dog moving in. She told me once, she told me twice, but I don't take no good advice, so hop it on over.
Hop it on over.
Jump it on over.
Jump it on over.
Move over, little dog, big dog moving in. This doghouse here is kinda small, but it's better than no house at all, so hop it on over.
Hop it on over.
Jump it on over.
Move it on over.
Move over, little dog, big dog moving in. Well, she'll come back down on her knees, but I'll be busy scratching fleas, so slide it on over.
Ride it on over.
Slip it on over.
Slip it on over.
Move over, little dog, big dog moving. I say move over, little dog, big dog moving.
Roger Stamp.
Walking after me.
Do I start? You start, I can't remember. Okay, go ahead and start. Fancy Klein here now.
Oh, I'm walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe she's crying for me. As the sky turned gloomy, night birds whisper to me, I'm so lonesome as I can be. Oh, I'm walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I'm walking after midnight out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight.
so much. Dr. Mark Andy singing for you there. All right, guys, what are we going to do next?
Thank you, Robert, for coming out. Give yourselves a big hand.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it all.
I don't know. Joy asked me a math question. She said, how many more tunes? Well, about one, I guess.
Black Mountain.
One short one, probably.
Black Mountain.
Okay. Would you give us one more tune? All right. 2 minutes, so we'll go ahead and end right at 12. It's bonus time. And I know y'all will be happy to know I didn't get poked in the eye by that fiddle bow the whole time I was up here.
Squirrel Heads and Gravy. This is the one called Squirrel Heads and Gravy.
And we'll be back in about 6 minutes after local news and weather forecast with another hour and a half of music from our special guests, Steve Marshall and High Road. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round on the Voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 WPAQ.
I gotta get back here and get going. Our special stuff. Thank you so much, man. That was so much fun. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Did you have a good time? What's your name? Hey, Clayton. I'm on. We need to get him to start playing music. That's a good thing. Okay, now trying to get you.
That's all right, he got it, he got it.
Wait, so what are we gonna do for the past 6 minutes?
Everybody doing okay?
Oh, come on, you still make some stuff.
Some stuff had to go, some stuff had to go to the, another show. Well, can you make this work? Okay, Be safe. Straining.
I'll see you up there. Tell them that, this is what the band is, they should be in spot 3.
You can't make me get there. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna make it out everything, and I'll see how that sounds whenever you can give me a. Timmy, it's
No, that's good. That's all right.
Works out what's coming.
It's good.
For WPAQ and WSYD News, I'm Kelly Epperson. 2 students are in the hospital with minor injuries following a crash involving a Henry County school bus. According to Monica Hatchett, Director of Communications for Henry County Public Schools, school officials say bus 113 had been driving on River Road toward Bassett High School when a government vehicle crossed the double line and hit the bus. Turning to North Carolina news, a male victim is in the hospital with a serious injury yesterday.
Are you sure? I'm fine. See ya.
At 7:30
That's actually kind of good place to talk about everything.
Your ad's in the second hour.
Oh, it's okay.
I was gonna mention it, tell me, I didn't do that.
So we got pork chop sandwiches, big pork chop, pot roast. I'll get right here with you. Same thing today, it's crazy.
Driving a black and white colored Dodge
Okay.
Ram.
We also got ice cream and cheese on here.
Investigation is ongoing.
Send me that.
Send it to me. Do you not have my cell phone?
I don't know if I do on this thing. First you promise it.
336
336 373
793
1000. High Point police said a motorcyclist died in a crash with a car on West Wendover Avenue near Piedmont Parkway last night.
Page 336-793-6653.
At 8 p.m. Police said 26-year-old
Send it to me every week and I'll read it.
Okay, thank you so
I
much.
know sometimes you can't think of it, but I'll try to look for Facebook.
And I thank you. If there's any problem with it, let me know. The money went out. Oh, thank you,
I
buddy.
appreciate it very much.
We are, but we'll clean up on the.
You wanna try something with singing?
Yeah, we have to grab some house first. We have to go to the house, we gotta put.
Check one.
Hollis Park is up in Virginia, you know where that is? Independence, Virginia is. Between Independence and Mary. Mount Rogers. Yes, that's the fire department. Good to see you. Thanks.
Police reports indicate that he was stopped for trespassing on HPQ's campus, and the gun was found hidden in the briefcase. He was released on a written promise to appear. A Winston-Salem Forsyth County school bus and transit authority bus were involved in a crash yesterday. According to Winston-Salem police, the Salem Fire Department responded to the crash between the two buses that occurred at Patterson Avenue and Glen Avenue Northeast at 5 p.m. Police said the school bus driver became distracted due to disturbance between students on the bus. The driver of the school bus collided with the back of the transit authority bus. Students were on the bus at the time of the crash. Did not say how many injuries Well, the official opening ceremony of Mayberry took place yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Many of last the show stars and other entertainers in town to put on shows, and the mayor's proclamation.
I wish I was in London, some seaport town. Step foot on a steamboat, sail the ocean round. Sailing round the ocean, sailing round the sea. I think that's the Molly wherever she may be. Now do you remember Molly? Give me your right hand. Said if ever married, I'd be the man. Sailing round the ocean, sailing round the sea. I think it's a Molly wherever she may be. Her hair's black as a raven, her eyes are blue as coal. Her teeth shone like lilies out in the morning snow. Sailing round the ocean, sailing round the sea. I think it's a Molly wherever she may be. Sailing round the ocean, sailing round the sea. I think it's a Molly wherever she may be.
Downtown Mount Airy. That's a look at news for this Saturday for WPAQ and WSYD. I'm Kelly Evans. We'll be right back in just a moment with your full weather forecast. Stay with us.
This Friday night at home, incredible weather, storm and rain,
I'm pretty sure you can hear
right here.
That's fine. That's fine. Just sometimes we used to have a meeting, but since there's nobody here today. Are you coming to my tonight's here.
This week on Knee Deep in Bluegrass, Chris Jones joins me in the Knee Deep Artist Spotlight. We'll hear his latest single. Also, Mary Sparks,
We're very flexible about
and
having
Sandy
it.
begins to review and more. This week on Knee Deep in Bluegrass. Monday nights, 9 to 11, it's Knee Deep in Bluegrass on WPAQ, 740 AM and 106.7 FM.
From the WPAQ Weather Center, we're looking for isolated sprinkles today. That's what it says, isolated sprinkles between noon and 2 p.m. Mostly sunny skies with a high of 74.
Is everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Who's this?
Thunderstorms at a 30% chance.
Is he gonna be one of these who have to break his fingers because he's so good? Oh gosh.
Sunday night, 30% chance of showers, mainly before 7 p.m.
This is not nobody for this group, right?
Monday, sunny with a high near 76. Monday night, clear with a low around 48. Tuesday, sunny skies with a high near 72. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 46. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 70. 69, partly cloudy skies, around 44. Might have an extended forecast all the way down to Thursday at next week. Mostly sunny with a high near 69 degrees. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 47. Right now, here and down there in North Carolina, about 66 degrees. Well, it's after 12. Let's return to the Earl Theater. WPAQ. Merry-go-round once again. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams. We appreciate you. Everybody in the theater audience as well. Welcome back. You're listening to the Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round, broadcast live over the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ, AM 740 and FM 106.7. Also, welcome to the folks listening in at WPAQ740.com. We are taping today, so we'll have today's program on our YouTube channel, WPAQ radio station. We plan to have that up later on today or tomorrow. So if you missed it, check back and we'll have the video for that as well. Right now, some great bluegrass music coming up. Help me make welcome to the stage for part 2 of today's Saturday Morning Merry-Go-Round from right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Steve Marshall and High Road.
Everybody kind of get up here and play a little bit for you. We get this fellow here on the banjo first. He comes from up in Hillsville, Virginia now, right? Canaan. He's still in Canaan. Fine job on the banjo. Picks the fire off a guitar. Just a good fellow to have around. Mr. Derek Easton. Y'all make him welcome. Gonna pick a little bit of Shenandoah breakdown. All right. there playing the bass. He normally plays the guitar, plays the mandolin. Been playing with me about 17 years now almost. Does a fine job on everything, helping me sing. He's from up in Gay Lake, Virginia. Mr. Patrick Lindsay, y'all make him up.
All right. We're going to do an old number here. I think it's originally Reno and Smiley tune. Been done with a lot of people. Hope you like it. Called Unwanted Love.
Caught up on our advertisements, and we'll be back with more music on the Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
Back now to the Earl Theater, the WPAQ merry-go-round. Here it is.
Thank you so much, Philip. Appreciate you this afternoon, and want to invite everybody to come on over. What time do y'all play at Wally's today, Steve?
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. Get some great bluegrass music, and the admission is free in behind Wally's. Did I say that right? And I know y'all do a great show over there as well. And don't say that. I like your little bass. I think it's kind of cute, and the little amp there. I mean, I don't know. I think I like it. I do. Anyways, we appreciate y'all coming out, and also all the folks listening. A lot of folks have messaged me. Bobby and Betty, they're listening in, and also Linda's listening in. Thank you so much for tuning us in this Saturday morning. Right now, back to more great music from Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a lot, Jenny. Hey, come on out there to Wally's service station. It's every 3 o'clock, 3 to 5. It's free admission, worth every penny. So,
Yes.
let's see here. I'm going to introduce this young fella back here playing the guitar. His last name's Marshall. I don't think he's no kin to me, but he does a good job on guitar. He'll be playing the mandolin there, but he's Derek's stepson, Mr. Harlow Marshall. I'll make him welcome. What you gonna do, Harlow?
I'm gonna do No Mother or Dad.
All right, just one more fellow up here that's not been introduced. I'm going to take a minute to do that. Like he said, we're going on 17 years playing music together, and it's been a long road. But anyway, if you like traditional bluegrass, high lonesome singing. He's one of the best around, no doubt. He's also a good friend of mine, so I know he's going to do something you're going to like here once he decides what he's going to do. But anyway, all right, good. But anyway, if you will, from right here in Mount Airy, North Carolina, put your hands together for Steve Marshall.
Thank you a lot, Patrick. I'm going to do one now, right there together. I'm going to do this old Monroe Brothers tune. We'll call it The Wandering Boy. What you gonna sing for him? Let's do a Carter Stanley number. A little bit of Last Goodbye. I'll get out of your way right quick. Come on in here.
Oh, the nights are lonely here without you. Oh,
give us a check of the weather forecast and catch us up on our advertisements. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's merry-go-round program on the Voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Maybe it's something on your bucket list, or maybe it's something that you love for your children.
3 o'clock, Wally's, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll share a video with that. I think you're doing good. No, I know that playing bass and singing is a whole other thing. It's harder to do. It's harder to play bass and sing at the same time. I thought you were doing great.
Services Church Sound System. Give us a call at 336-786-8742. Check us out online at hometownmusic.com. And be sure to like us and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Better yet, just come and see us at Hometown Music, 296 North Main Street, historic downtown Mount Airy. Belleville Music has record players too. Cottage Media 11. It's a website you're going to want to visit daily and plan to stay a while. Or to find lots of interesting articles, videos, and links to traditional music, sprinkled with a healthy dose of small town values, faith, family, and reminders from our past. Why, do you know the real story behind those famous blue suede shoes? And what do they use to do this flying? Today's era music standard might have affected the career of our singers and songwriters of old. As I said, you're going to want to stay a while at cottagemedia11.com. That's Cottage Media and the number 11.com. Visit them on Facebook or follow their newly launched Twitter account. You'll feel like you just met them.
I can't do Twitter. It's too fast. I don't know how to do Twitter. You on Twitter?
With hours 6:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. And it's worth the trip, long or short, for this authentic Southern cookie. You'll also find local arts and crafts at Handy's Old Country Store, as well as meats and sausage, eggs, and jellies. Why, if it's local, you'll find it at Handy. And don't you dare miss Alicia's key lime pie.
Don't you dare miss that key lime pie.
657-3222 to reach us,
Wish I had
or
some
just
key lime
stop
pie.
on by today. Thank you, Tim. All right, let's take a look at the weather forecast here from the WPAQ Weather Center. We're still holding at 66 degrees under partly cloudy skies here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. We're looking for some isolated sprinkles between noon and 2 p.m. Mostly sunny skies with a high near 74 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 54. Sunday, a chance of showers at 30%. Mainly after 4 p.m., increasing clouds with a high near 80 degrees. Sunday night, a chance of showers mainly before 7 p.m., still that 30% chance. Mostly clear with a low around 52 degrees. Monday, to start the work week, sunny with a high near 76 degrees and big cool down this week. Monday night, clear with a low around 48 degrees. Tuesday, sunny with a high near 72. Tuesday night, mostly clear with a low around 46 degrees. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 70. Wednesday night, partly cloudy and a low around 44. Looking into the extended forecast for Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 69. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around 47 degrees. That's your forecast from the WPAQ Weather Center. A great day today for Mayberry Days. Come on down there in North Carolina. Let's take you now back to the Earl Theater to the WPAQ merry-go-round. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip, and I do want to, I got some things I got to mention. First of all, Handy's Country Store, Handy's Old Country Store, Highway 18. It's in between if you're heading towards Sparta, North Carolina from Mount Airy on Highway 18. They have their Saturday lunch special today, pot roast, as well as homemade vegetable beef soup, easy for you to say, chicken tenders, hamburger steak, and they have all kinds of great desserts as well as Ashe County cheeses available now at Handy's Country Store. Open beginning on Wednesday. They have breakfast and dinner. That's lunch for you folks that don't know. We call lunch dinner. So not supper, but dinner. And we want to thank also Old Mill Music for sponsoring this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. Stop by and see us. My mom's up there. She's flying around, sending me texts. She don't know how much anything is. She's having to send me messages. How much is this? How much is this? But anyway, she's working hard. And also, if you'd like to pick up one of the WPAQ t-shirts while you're here, we've got some available for sale today at Old Mill Music. Right now, back to our special guest for today's second portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, and that is Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a lot, Jenny. We're going to Harlow come here and sing another song. This is actually old Merle Haggard song. One called I'll Break Out Tonight. We'll work on that and do it. Let's do them we know right quick.
Okay.
Nobody's business. Let's go do the ball game.
It'll be right quick.
All right. Okay. Everybody get geared up again. Yeah, I thought of one I was going to do and it changed my mind.
I just learned it.
You just learned it just a couple minutes ago, didn't you? We might get here in a few minutes.
That'll give you time.
We probably need to run through it one time because I've done it and you haven't.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah, Patrick, you tell Patrick kind of, he's used to how I do things. Years ago, many years ago, back, me and my brother, of course, Marshall Brothers and High Road was a band for about 22 years, and we still play show every now and then, but my brother went off to service. He was over in Kuwait and Iraq, and when he was gone, Patrick, how long you been with us?
Since 06.
Well, before that, he wasn't long before.
Oh, when he left, about 3 years.
Yeah, not long. Patrick always sung a little baritone, mostly bass, and when Eric left, Patrick had to learn how to sing leads real quick. And most time, when I say real quick, is most time, hey, I'm gonna do this song. See if you can get the lead on the chorus by the time I get to it. And that's how he learned how to do it. But he,
About an hour ahead of time.
Yeah.
When I get to the
when
chorus.
I get the chorus, you take the lead. But he's done a good job on it. He's learned a lot of songs like that. We're gonna try one now. We've been doing for a little while. This is on tune. And it goes back to a lot older than this, but the version I learned is 1959 Stanley Brothers. One called Nobody's Business. Zero limousine, I crank old machine. Nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. That's where the money goes. I'm a baby clothes. Nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Won't be running crazy, cocaine pill, baby, hurry, don't lose your mind. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. Nobody's business, nobody's business, nobody's business what I do. All right, like you said, it went by quick. So, let's see, Patrick, I'm gonna do another one I do right there. I don't have my normal helper singing with me. If y'all sing as much, you know, Ian Golden most time plays the bass and does a little guitar, and he helps me out with some singing too. He's working, but he'll be down there with us at Wally's this afternoon, so come on out and see us if you can. I know they got all kinds of stuff down there. They got all the squad car tours, and that seems like the gathering area for everything. Nice jailhouse is there, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah, keep an eye on that. So come down and check us out if you get a chance. Let's do one called Don't Step Over an Old Love out of D right there. All the things that we have done together, all the joys and sorrows that we shared, made me think our love would last forever. Now I know you never really cared. Don't step over an old love to get to somebody new. Don't step over an old love who always has been true to you. When my back was turned, he caught your fancy, and he turned an innocent affair into something more than just friendship. Now my dreams all crumble in despair. Don't step over an old love to get to somebody new. D. Let's go up D. Why not? I haven't done the Jimmy Martin song yet, have I?
No,
All right, it's time to do one, ain't it, Roger?
I knew something was wrong.
Good prayer about me. Let's do a little bit of Sunny Side now. Yeah, we haven't done any. Well, I don't have my Jimmy Martin family. She's always busy. She don't come to shows anymore. My granddaughter Isabel, she likes Jimmy Martin, and she's not here today. She might be listening. Never can tell. But I'll do a couple for her right quick. A little bit of Sunny Side of the Mountain. Now don't forget me, little darling, while I'm growing old and gray. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day when you call. On sunny side of the mountain where the river waters fall. Now tell me, darling, in your letter, do you ever think of me? Please answer, Lord, and tell me where you can be. It's been so long since singing, but the love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though our love affair seems gone. Now don't forget all the days we courted many years ago. Don't forget all these promises you made me so. It's been so long here since singing, but the love still lingers on. Don't forget me, little darling, though our love affair seems gone. Now don't forget me, little darling, while I'm growing old and gray. Just a little thought before I'm going far away. I'll be waiting on the hillside for the day when you call. On sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. On sunny side of the mountain where the rippling waters fall. Lord, Lord.
All right, great job, our special guests, Steve Marshall and High Road. We'll take a real quick break and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round on the voice of the Blue Ridge, WPAQ.
Or legendary quarterbacks, as well as anyone. But all the ceremony intention and Super Bowl appearance don't add up to making the best that appears
This time.
for you. That requires a well-trained professional who specializes
And then
in
we'll break
knowing
for
all
talking
the various
about
plans and details, as well as the right questions to ask. You need Bledsoe & Associates. Tim and his local award-winning team will meet with you in person or over the phone for a great conversation and put you on the right track for healthy, affordable coverage. Bledsoe & Associates is located at 2008 South McKinney Road in Mount Airy, or call 336-719-2228. 719-2228. Better go Bledsoe.
The subjects, thoughts, and opinions expressed by individuals or performers on this station are their own and do not necessarily
have to have a
reflect the
disclaimer now.
views of the staff and management of WPAQ. WPAQ will be glad to consider requests for broadcast time to oppose opinions or views expressed in any of our program. Address such requests to the management. WPAQ, P.O. Box 907, Mount Airy, North Carolina, 27030.
Some great music
music going on down at the Earl Theater. The WPAQ merry-go-round in full swing. Let's go back to Jenny now. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip. Really appreciate you. Also want to make mention of Cottage Media 11 bringing you this portion of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round. They feature traditional music, faith, and inspirational articles and videos. You can find them at cottagemedia11.com. We'll tell you a little bit more about that as the program goes on. Right now, Steve, do about 2 more songs and we'll take a break again for the weather forecast.
All right, thank you all. Get Patrick up here to help me do one call when you're lonely.
Oh, I'm thinking of you, little darling, on the day when we first met. And these words, sweetheart, that you told me, I'm sure I'll never forget. Oh, someday, sweetheart, may be lonely and have no one to care for you. Remember the heart you have broken and the one that has loved you so true. You told me you always loved me, and no one would ever come between. But it seems to me you've forgotten all those things you told me. Oh, someday, sweetheart, when you're lonely and have no one to care for you, remember the heart you have broken and the one that has loved you so true. I'll forget all those things that you told me and try to start our life anew. Just remember the heart you have broken and the one that has loved you so true. Oh, someday, sweetheart, when you're lonely and have no one to care for you, remember the heart you have broken and the one that has loved you so true.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna get Harlow to finish up this portion of the set here. I'll try to help him out as best I can. Well, if I can sing tenor on this, we'll give it a shot. All right, we'll call it How Mountain Girls Can Love.
You
all the guys here. We'll take a real quick break and send things up to you, Philip Adams, and get an updated look at the weather forecast. And we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round right after this.
So glad that you joined us. Take a look at the weather forecast and get an updated temperature here. We're still at, went up a degree, we went up to 67 degrees now. 67 degrees and partly cloudy skies here in Mount Airy, North Carolina. Looking at the weather forecast, we're looking at isolated sprinkles between noon and 2 p.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 74 degrees. And high partly cloudy with a low around 54. Sunday, a chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after 4 p.m. with increasing clouds. And a high near 80 for you Sunday. Sunday night, a chance of showers mainly before 7 p.m. Mostly clear skies with a low around 52 degrees. 30% chance of precipitation Sunday and Sunday night. Now next week, it's looking really good. It's going to cool off and fall. Fall out there. More 67 degrees. That feels pretty good. Okay, Saturday, 76. Monday night here with a low around 40.
Bringing us on the air today, and had a great time with our special guests. Leftover biscuits, and always doing a great job, Steve Marshall and High Road. Once again, I want to make sure that you folks know that Steve will be playing down at Wally's beginning at 3 o'clock with his fine group here. Also, tune in next week on the merry-go-round. We'll have the Shelton Brothers and the Southern Gentlemen with us for the merry-go-round next week, Lord's will. And right now, back to more special guests here on the stage of the Earl, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a lot, Jenny. We're going to get started again here. Make sure we're in tune. Close enough. One called Don't Cry to Another Darling. Save her from Turker's Due. Now don't go out tonight. hold on. We're gonna don't drop nothing in the dark. Patrick, it's time. Jenny's done run off, but she's back there. We'll have to do this all to her. She's still up there, okay. I got to tune a little bit, but I think I'm close. Close enough, Patrick? We're going to do one now. It's old Ralph Stanley tune, one called The Medicine Springs. Sing that one, buddy. You want to do about A or something like that? You want to try to do a Flat and Scruggs tune?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get Patrick back here in the middle again. Let him sing another number for you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tell them about it.
Yeah, this is an old Flat and Scruggs tune. A lot of people recorded it. I think we actually cut it back in 2008 on CD, but it's been around a long time, and you like our version of it. It's called Your Love Is Like a Flower.
Stage of the Earl Theater, and always appreciate Steve and his fine group being with us. And right now we do need to tell you about this event that's going on right now over in Dobson, North Carolina. That's the Surrey Old Time Fiddlers, so we'll hear a word about that, and we'll be back with more music coming up on today's Saturday morning merry-go-round.
Old Time Fiddlers Convention is back. New time and new location. Join us for the 11th annual Surrey Old Time Street in Dobson. Steve, you want to put down Registration Saturday, September 23rd and 24th at the Surrey County Service Center.
I think it's an early one again because there's once again 5 Saturdays, so I think it should be
All right.
3rd again. That's correct.
WPAQ merry-go-round. Here's Jenny.
Thank you so much, Philip Adams, and we appreciate you once again. We've got time to do a few more songs. If the band's all right, let's play 2 songs, and then we'll take one final break. And once again, let's make welcome to the stage again for part 2 of today's Saturday morning merry-go-round, Steve Marshall and High Road.
Thank you a whole lot. We got Harlow going to sing it on. This is one I haven't done in a long time. We'll give it a shot. It's one called Hell. Thank y'all all. We're gonna finish this now. Gotta get Patrick to do a little more work here. B, yes sir. I know if Sue Nestor's listening, she's probably done called and wanted it. So speak for myself, Harlow and Derek and Patrick. We are Steve Marshall and High Road. If you get a chance, come out there and catch us this afternoon. And like I said, it's free. It's worth twice the price. So come on out and catch us. We're going to send you out on one called If I Lose. Going back
Marshall and High Road. Stick around, we've got one more song. So be choosing what you can do to end things up on. Right now, though, I need to tell you folks about this sponsor of the last portion of today's program. That is Mayberry Music Center, right across the street here from the Earl Theater, locally owned and operated by James Easter's family from the Easter Brothers. And they'd like you to stop in and check out their selection of acoustic as well as electric guitars, bass guitars, mandolins, fiddles, banjos, trumpets, saxophones, clarinets, flutes, and much, much more. Also, you'll also find there the Blue Ridge Guitars. They're the authorized Blue Ridge guitar dealer here in the Mount Airy area, always offering a $100 discount off the suggested price there of Blue Ridge Guitars. And you'll usually find there some slightly used Blue Ridge guitars at Mayberry Music Center at a discounted price. They've got all types of accessories for instruments as well as strings. They offer music lessons as well as instrument repair. And they want to make sure that you know that if you don't see what you're looking for when you stop by, that you ask them, because chances are they can have it for you in just a couple of days. You'll also find there a great selection of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel CDs, including titles from the Easter Brothers as well as the Primitive Quartet. Mayberry Music Center open in downtown Mount Airy Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4 and on Saturday from 9:30 to 3 and always closed on Sunday. And just a side note, of course, James's son Jeff and Sherry Easter, they'll be presenting their 15th annual concert during Mayberry Days this afternoon at 4 o'clock at the Mount Airy Wesleyan Church. Will they be also raffling off that special Blue Ridge guitar? You can still get tickets for that. That's to celebrate the 20th year anniversary of Mayberry Music Center. And you can pick up your tickets if they're still available over there across the street at Mayberry Music Center. Well, it's been a pleasure right now. Let's let the group do one more song for you here. So thank you so much again to Steve Marshall and High Road, as well as Leftover Biscuits. What you got picked out to end things up on today?
Well, we hadn't done a gospel song yet. This is one probably some of y'all never heard. It's an old Stanley song, one called Staring Away to Heaven.
Thank you once again, our special guest, Steve Marshall and High Road. Also, I want to make sure that you tune in again next week. Our special guests will have the Shelton Brothers and the Southern Gentlemen. Stay tuned right after the condensed area obituaries, Joe Bazard's Early Country Classics. You're listening to the voice of the Blue Ridge. This is AM 740 along with FM 106.7 WPAQ.